giving top billing to Van Barneveld against Beaton here at the European Darts Open, but this has the potential to be perhaps an even better first round tie. Jeffrey Zwaan, who won a Pro Tour event last year, of course, had that brilliant run to the semi-finals at the World Match Play against Josh Payne, who doubled his Pro Tour title tally by winning an event last year and recently reached the quarters at the UK Open. Difficult to choose between this pair. We've just seen one match go 6-5 as Ratajski beat Edgar, and this could go a similar way. I'm Chris Murphy. Dan Dawson joins me for this.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Live from the Osterman Arena in Leverkusen for the European Darts Open, the opening European Tour event of the year. And things are getting very lively here tonight. Already very different feel to this afternoon's action. It's busier, it's noisier, the names are bigger. And we could see something that eclipses that which we have seen so far from these two.
Gentlemen, first leg, it's Josh to throw first. Game on.
It is a difficult one to call, as you say, Murph. 8 previous meetings, 4 wins apiece. So take your pick. Personally, I think Josh Payne is probably the man who just edges it in terms of form. But then we know that Jeffrey Zwaan's top-level stuff can genuinely compete and beat the best.
It can, but it's a top level that he hasn't yet produced on the European Tour. Never been past the last 32 in 14 attempts on the Euro Tour.
Yeah, which is odd, isn't it? Because when he was storming past people at the UK Open and then the World Match Play, everybody's saying, oh, well, he's just one of these young players who's amazing on the stage and he can do it on the stage. Well, if he was that amazing on the stage all the time, he'd be doing it on the Euro Tour, wouldn't he? Wouldn't he?
That includes 9 defeats at this first round stage as well.
Some of them heavy. I think I recall him being done to nil in Copenhagen last year by Madas Rasma in a very disappointing display from the Black Cobra. But when he is on it, he is on it. And if you look at the 8 Players Championship events so far this year, nobody is hitting 180s more regularly than Jeffrey Zwaan. Not even Chizzy.
93.
Will he turn on the tap this evening?
140. Joshua Kwon, 92.
140 does the job for him there. What are your options? Well, double 16 is the option he chooses.
60.
But he can't find it.
Jeffrey requires 68. Games on the first leg.
No bother whatsoever. 14 darter and a break of throw for Jeffrey Zwaan.
Does lead the head-to-head in senior meetings between the pair. A lot of their meetings were obviously on the development tour and such, but Zwaan has won 3 out of their 4 meetings in the senior ranks.
45.
Qualified by beating Vincent van der Meer and Mike Kuyvenhoven for this one, and he has made it to another of the 4 European Tour events for which qualifiers have been held. Eases a little bit of pressure, I suppose, on this match. We just saw Matt Edgar, who qualified for 1 of the 4. Must be a lot of pressure on players who've only managed that. It's a bit different to qualifying for event 4, where you know you've got the chance in the upcoming qualifiers, isn't it?
Well, 140. After 140 being piled in by these two, still searching for a first max. Jeffrey Zwaan right up there in the who throws the dart harder than anybody else rankings as well. He really does.
Where can I find those rankings?
I think Paul Nicholson's got them written down on a little scrap of paper in his wallet.
The only thing in his wallet.
Both of these men have won senior titles in PDC darts. Jeffrey Zwaan winning on the Players' Championship Series last year in a real purple patch where he's playing some fantastic stuff.
He'll do it by finding the treble, but he cannot.
41.
So Payne to cancel out the break of throw.
On the second leg, Josh Payne.
Cancelled out
It's Josh to throw first.
by finding 54. Taking a little bit of a break himself after the break.
Game on.
Is that a ploy to slow down JDZ?
I don't know, I wouldn't rule it out, but
Working.
140.
Josh is not, he's very much one of the new breed of dart players. I mean, look at him.
Is it working?
108.
Call off the search. The first max landed by the Dutchman.
If it is a plan to disrupt the Black Cobra, it may need rethinking.
140.
Now, Jeffrey Zwaan. Zwaan followed up. Not with a max, but a ton 40. And I'll tell you what, the way these two are scoring, we could be in for something very special over the next few legs.
Bosch just doing his sums with the aid of the calculator. Former countdown champion, and Payne will be hoping to count down from 167 in 3 darts. And he might. Not quite.
99. Jeffrey require 121.
A lot of the Dutch players like the ball first dart. 96 remain. Can't do 76 with just the 1 dart in your hand.
Joshua requires 68.
The 1 or 2 at double for Payne. 2 he gets. 2 he needs. Double 2 he needs. And he can't find it.
Jeffrey requires 16.
Wow, for a third consecutive break of throw in this one.
James on the third leg.
That's exactly what we have.
Fourth leg is Jeffrey to throw first. Game on.
Josh Payne got a couple of senior titles to his name, of course. He is a former World Youth Championship finalist as well.
81.
And I mentioned about Jeffrey Zwaan's top level being, genuinely terrifying stuff that can take on and beat the best in the world.
44.
We saw something at the World Championship from Josh Payne, which I'd not seen before from him, because he played Dave Chisnell in the second round, and for 2 sets he was averaging 110 and 2-0 up, and Chizzy managed to turn it around and somehow got the win. He played fabulous stuff, Dave Chisnell, in that game, but there was a good spell from Josh Payne. If it was a Pro Tour game, he would have absolutely annihilated Chizzy with a monstrous average around 110, 110. As it was longer format, it was set play, and Chizzy found a way to get back into it and eventually turn it around. But that sort of sustained spell of scoring and finishing from Josh Payne is something I'd not seen him do before, not in the flesh. And it suggests to me that he has got more gears to go through, and he has got the potential to go on and be a very, very big name in this sport, rather than just a man with big arms in this sport.
We enjoyed a good run at Minehead at the UK Open finals. Reached the last 8. Losing out to Rob Cross after beating Simon Whitlock to get there. Not finding a relentless spell of top-level stuff right now.
No, it's very strange at the minute, because Josh Payne has 4 140 scores and only 1 of a ton or more. It's basically 140 or not very much from Josh Payne. It's a little bit more steady from Jeffrey Zwaan, but it's still not the kind of stuff that,
60.
you know, it gets everybody really excited, where everybody starts lauding his name as potential world champion of the future. We will see him as one of the contenders in the Premier League, of course, this coming week in Rotterdam.
Best double header, ending in elimination evening.
100.
On Thursday, will there be a Dutchman for the drop at the Ahoy? Well, there's a Dutchman at the top.
I think it's Josh to throw first. Game on.
And ahoy hoy, we have the first hold of throw.
An adjustment from Payne, just using the weight of dart 1.
Now you can see 3 very solid legs to start.
100
And about time! It's only the second one.
3 very solid darts to start from Jeffrey.
58.
Yes, that's what it was. Flashing 180.
That is doing that constantly, yeah. That's not just like a Bevan's voice-activated hat.
I don't believe it. Show it again. It will have stopped now.
Darryl Gurney, number 11 seed, awaits the winner of this one.
140.
The max at the start of the leg has helped Zwaan get down to 84 after 9. Payne has been unable to hold yet in the match.
60.
The weight for that looks set to go on, although he can apply some pressure.
Jeffrey 24.
Easy enough pressure though. Doesn't look like it. And it isn't. Once again, Josh Payne throws first, and once again, Jeffrey Zwaan wins the leg, as it happened twice before that particular leg. Means that the Black Cobra is 2 legs away from a meeting with Darryl Gurney, and Josh Payne is having a serious word with himself up on the stage. Because even though Jeffrey has been picking up money regularly on the tour this year, he's not really been doing anything frightening in terms of deep runs into tournaments.
Well, I think what will be bothering Payne just as much as the deficit is, apart from those now 3 huge visits in the match from Zwaan, he's not doing anything frightening in it. Payne is still a long way off the pace.
Things are looking a little bit easier for Jeffrey Zwaan right now than they are for Josh Payne.
93. Jeffrey 124.
Quick look at Josh's score shows that he's not on a finish, so Zwaan doesn't need to use the ball route.
He's determined to stay there. He sized up the job. Decided not to go that route.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly sensible decision to make there. Didn't work out for him, and he didn't find the treble, but he at least gave himself a better chance of finding it. 68 is one he's already taken out, admittedly not this route.
52.
And he can't produce it this time.
22.
So this might have to go, Josh. 18's are the target. 4 of them leaves the ball. 6 of them leave double 7. He's got 6 of them.
108.
but not the double seven.
16.
Couldn't quite produce the table turner. Zwaan down for double two.
12.
He can't find it either.
Joshua Maguire,
And again,
14.
we're having one of those legs where the players are struggling to finish it off. He split. Could he have split with a second dart there?
In retrospect, undoubtedly.
Jeffrey Maguire, 4.
Chris Murphy with a 2020 hindsight.
On the sick leg.
Jeffrey
Sheffield
Zwaan looking back.
So
All
next
he sees
Josh to
is
throw
Josh
first.
Payne eating his
Game.
dust. 5-1.
Look, I only ask the questions, Dan. I'll let you provide the answers. Josh Payne's got a lot of answers to find in this match.
Dirk Bevins giving us the little Bevins sachet there.
I thought he was going to go and offer to throw. The distance he moved back to the edge of the hockey. 3-1-8 for JDZ, all three to start legs and get us all excited.
Well, this is it. Zwaan has not been playing. You know, the match play is averaging 105 regularly. We are 15 points off that pretty much in Jeffrey Zwaan's average. And yet he has hit 3 180s and a 177. Because when he gets his first dart right, he can follow it. And that is why he is hitting more 180s on the tour than anybody else. For some players, more than others, getting the first dart right is vital. It's great for everybody, don't get me wrong. It makes this game a lot easier.
Yeah. Never seen anyone hit a maximum when they haven't put the first dart in treble 20. But I do understand the points.
It's almost as if you're being facetious, Murph.
Eh?
59. Jeffrey Maguire, 96.
Well, Zwaan could be 2 darts away. Well, now what does he do? Because that's blocked. Could go double-double. He's thinking on what he's witnessed so far that Josh Payne's not got much chance of taking this out. What does he do?
Double-double is how he beat Michael van Gerwen for this checkout, isn't it? The match play. Different route.
56.
Different result.
Joshua Maguire,
But he got a dart at double. Which Josh Payne might do as well. Is he staying there? He did. So his short stay in Leverkusen could be coming to an end, and he's left double one for some reason. He thinks that Zwaan will hit this, and he thought wrong.
Joshua Maguire, 2.
Josh Payne left himself in the madhouse. And that is not the house you want to be in.
Jeffrey Maguire,
And very
40.
shortly, he'll be heading back to his house, because Jeffrey Zwaan is going to wrap this one up.
Game shot.
6-1 to Jeffrey Zwaan. The Black Cobra sees off Josh Payne. A disappointing display for the man from Gravesend. But the Dutchman is through and will take on Daryl Gurney. He was the man who hit more 180s than anybody else in last year's Premier League. He goes up against a man hitting more 180s than anybody on the tour this year, and it could be a maximum fest tomorrow in the second round. That's 2 games down, 6 more to come. And we've got a host nation qualifier, Nico Kurtz, the young German, who will have the support of the hall here at the Osterman Arena as he takes on the Hurricane. Kim Heidrechts.
Congratulations, first of all, 6-1 against Josh Payne. Was that in the end a little bit more comfortable than you expected it to be?
Well, I know what Josh can, you know, and yeah, I'm feeling really well. The dart's going really well. I don't know what the average was, but yeah, 6-1 is a really good win for me.
Ich habe ihn gefragt, ob ein 6-1 gegen Josh Payne, ob das ein bisschen klarer ist, als er sich das vor dem Spiel gedacht hatte. Und er sagt, ich weiß natürlich, was Josh spielen kann, aber er hat heute nicht das gezeigt, ja, was er eigentlich zu leisten imstande ist. Und er ist zufrieden mit seinem Spiel, weiß nicht genau, was der Average war. Average was 93, something like that. So.
Well, it could be better, but you know, I'm happy with the 6-1 win, and yeah, looking forward to tomorrow.
Tomorrow, you said your opponent, Daryl Gurney, you played each other 9 times. You won 4, he won 5. Who's going to win it tomorrow?
Well, hopefully me. But you know, we'll see what happens tomorrow. You know, if I can play a little bit better tomorrow, we'll see what happens.
Jeffreys Gegner morgen dann in der zweiten Runde wird Daryl Gurney sein. Die beiden haben 9-mal gegeneinander gespielt. 4 Siege für Jeffrey, 5 für Daryl Gurney. Ich habe ihn gefragt, was er glaubt, wer wird gewinnen. Er sagt, ich hoffe natürlich, dass ich das sein werde. Und dabei wünschen wir dann viel Glück in der zweiten Runde. Gratulation, Jeffrey Zwaan!